On today's show,
protecting seabirds of Hawaii and preserving Hawaiian culture.
So, ready to make a difference?
Building a better planet starts with you.
Aqua Kids, traveling around the world, going where we've never been before, having fun and so much more, learning from our friends of the sea, saving them is up to you and me. Aqua Kids.
Hey everybody at home, and welcome to another great episode of Aqua Kids. I'm Katie.
And I'm Drew. On today's episode of Aqua Kids, we meet people working to protect Hawaiian seabirds and tour the sanctuary they created to ensure the survival of these beautiful birds.
All right, well, I'm pretty excited. Want to go?
Let's take off.
Hey everyone, we're here at the Black Point residence on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, and we're going to be learning about the seabird, the white tern.
Did you know that the white tern is the official bird of the city of Honolulu?
No, I didn't know that. Hey Kuhani, what is the Hawaiian name for this bird?
The Hawaiian name for this bird is Manu Oku. Manu means bird, and Oku means of the god of war.
That's cool.
Well, these birds look pretty peaceful to me. Why are they called the god of war?
Well, in Hawaii, the god of war is much more than just a god of war. He's also a god of fruition and fertility.
Before I ask the next question, I'd like to introduce our newest Aqua Kids Club member, Mia. Hi. So, why are all these birds here?
Well, these birds, when they're young, fall out of trees, and we collect them here and take care of them.
So who started this and why?
This all started with my mom. No one was taking proper care of these birds, and they needed a facility where they could live in their natural habitat.
Now, I noticed you're feeding them. Does it take any volunteer work to help you with that?
We usually do it ourselves, just my mom and I, but we also have volunteers when we're gone.
Are these birds migratory or do they stay here year-round?
They are and they aren't. Usually they stay here all the time.
Now, do the birds ever leave to go out to the ocean and come back?
Actually, uniquely, other wild birds show them how to fish and show them how to hunt. We also shepherd them back to the tree when they're lost.
Wow.
Well, this one sounds kind of hungry. Can I feed it a fish?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, I don't know if I'm tall enough.
Reach, little birdie. How many fish will they eat, usually?
It sprayed on me.
You can feed them up to every hour.
Wow.
Can we hold one?
Of course. How about this one?
Yeah.
Oh, you get the baby.
Oh,
it's clean.
Aww.
There he is.
Yay. You guys have a name for him?
We call this one Ku.
Coo. Like a bird.
Baby. So, do they have nests?
These birds actually have a unique ability. They lay their eggs on tree forks or tree crooks.
Wow.
They
Like
don't need
without
a
a
nest.
nest?
Yeah, without a nest.
But then wouldn't the egg fall?
Well, sometimes they do, and that's how we get them.
Oh. So I noticed his feet were webbed. Why is that?
Well, like I said, they're seabirds, and they hunt and fish in the wild, in the water.
So I've actually heard that their poop is beneficial to the ocean.
Yes, it is. It enriches the water's nutrients, which helps the corals.
Oh.
Well, thanks, Kuhani, to you and your family for letting us share this experience. It's really important to show people how essential seabirds are to both Hawaiian culture and ecology.
Drew, that little baby bird was too cute. It was just a little ball of down with a beak. I'm so glad there are people making an effort to protect them.
I think it's amazing how the Blackburn family is personally taking in so many birds and rehabilitating them.
Yeah, it was really inspiring. And coming up next, we visit a very special sanctuary for wedge-tailed shearwaters. Here's our top story: noise pollution taking a toll on humpback whales. Over the past decade, people have become increasingly aware of the dangers of pollution to our planet. However, an often overlooked form of pollution, noise pollution, is becoming a serious problem. Noise pollution refers to man-made sounds in our oceans, such as ship engines, oil drilling, and weapons testing. Scientists fear that in the coming years, humpback whales will be greatly affected. Humpback whales navigate through sound waves under the water in a process called echolocation, which they use to locate food and other objects. Not only does noise pollution hamper whales' ability to echolocate, but it also interferes with their communication. Whales may not be able to hear each other's mating calls, causing females to lose breeding opportunities. Hopefully, the Marine Mammal Protection Act will help to provide some relief in the future. That's all for Aqua News. Now, back to Aqua Kids.
Welcome back to Aqua Kids. Katie and the rest of the crew are about to visit an important sanctuary for some very unique seabirds. Let's fly over and check it out.
So here we are now at Black Point, where we're going to be searching for some wedge-tailed shearwaters.
Yeah, and the really cool part about this property is that it was purchased specifically for the birds to use as a sanctuary. And due to the increased urbanization of this island, there's really not a lot of spaces left like this.
I know, and it's great that they have this.
Definitely.
So do you want to go search some burrows for birds?
Let's go.
All right.
Hi, Wendy. Hey, Mia.
Hi.
What are you guys looking at?
It's a wedge-tailed shearwater sitting on her egg.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So when are these birds here?
These birds come back from the sea around June and lay their eggs. And then they have to take care of the egg and the chick all the way till December, when the chicks grow up enough to be able to fly out to sea on their own.
So how will the chicks know when to leave?
Well, the parents, the adults actually decide that. When they feel the chicks are ready, the adults leave for their feeding grounds in the Eastern Pacific or somewhere in the Pacific, and the chicks then get hungry. And when they're hungry enough, they're very motivated to fly away. So they're really left on their own to do their first flight and not come back.
So it's kind of
until
tough
the
love.
next year. Yeah.
How far do they fly?
We don't know for sure. That's a process that research is helping fill in the blanks, but we believe that the Hawaii wedge-tailed shearwaters fly all the way across the Pacific to areas off of North and South America to feed.
Wow.
More.
Yeah. So is there any way to track where they're going?
Yes, there is. There are tags that can geolocate the positions of migratory birds, and it's been done with some species, not so much yet with the wedge-tails, and we really like to do that, but we need more funding for the project.
Yeah.
Right.
And these birds also, they dive so much that you need some special equipment, whereas the golden plovers fly non-stop to Alaska. These birds, wherever they're going, they're diving deep down, so the equipment would have to be able to handle that kind of stress.
Yeah.
So how many birds are on this part of the island?
On this acre of property, there's about 120 nests.
Wow.
And we've kind of increased the ability for the birds to find safe nesting sites by building these mounds and man-made structures. So we're hoping that more birds will return here and find a safe place to raise their young.
So why is this important that they stay here?
The fact is that habitat for migratory seabirds is diminishing everywhere, and especially on this island that's highly urbanized. We want to make sure that their nesting opportunities don't just disappear.
The people that set this up should be very proud of the work they've done. It really seems to be making a difference.
Yeah, it gives these very special birds a place to live and survive. A place to call home.
Don't fly off. When we return, the Aqua Kids get to see one of the largest private collections of Polynesian art and artifacts in the world. Aqua Kids presents another Aqua Kids pop quiz. So here's one that might ruffle your feathers. What's the world's fastest swimming bird? Is it A, the mallard, B, the Gentoo penguin, or C, the pelican? Put on your swim fins and paddle back after the break for the answer. We're back with the answer to today's Aqua Kids pop quiz. So, did you plunge right into this one or what? The answer is B, the Gentoo penguin. Gentoo penguins can swim underwater at speeds of up to 22 miles per hour. These guys belong on an Olympic swim team.
Welcome back to Aqua Kids. We're about to meet Mark Blackburn, who has a very rare collection of Polynesian art and artifacts. Let's check in with Danielle and Clark and take in some Polynesian culture.
So Mark, I know this is Polynesian, but what Polynesian artifacts do you have from Hawaii?
Well, I have many pieces from Hawaii, but I'm going to show you something special.
Okay.
Let me open my cabinet here. This is an actual object that was collected on Cook's third voyage. What do you think this is, Clark?
Okay, well, it kind of looks to me like a coaster that you put a drink on.
It's like a hockey puck, I don't know.
Maybe it's a medallion that you wore around your neck.
Well, you're correct on that. It was an item of very high status, probably worn by a chief, but it's finely polished basalt, which is lava stone, from the island of Hawaii, Mauna Kea. We know the adze it was actually quarried at. But it's amazing in the fact that the Hawaiians had no metal tools. Okay?
Not at all?
So that, no, not till contact with the West. And so this is a perfectly rounded piece, finely polished, only using shark skin and coral and other stone to produce it.
Wow.
So, you have any idea what you think? He says it's a pendant, which is correct.
It's not a coaster.
No. Actually, it's a stone mirror.
Really?
How do you look at
Right?
yourself?
Which is amazing, and it shows you the degree of ancient lithic technology the Hawaiians had available to themselves. So anyway, the way you would use this is you would take a calabash. This is a hand-carved bowl, traditional bowl from Hawaii, and you would fill it with water, okay? And then you would put this in there and catch a reflection. But what an amazing advanced culture to be able to do that.
So how would a bowl like this be made?
What's rather a complex production method, what they would do is, of course, would cut the tree down using a large stone axe, okay, like this. It would have been hafted and had a handle like this. So they would cut the tree down with something like a stone adze like this. And notice the fine quality of the basalt.
Yeah.
It's like a glass or a mirror.
Very hard to be able to cut through the wood.
That's found only on the island of Hawaii, Mauna Kea. And then what they would do is they would make a blank, okay? And they would actually burn out the inside to get it started. And then they would take a small adze like this, or axe, and they would carve to get this fine finish. So if you look at a bowl like this, it's quite amazing that this is totally stone carved, made without the use of metal tools. And this one's rather special because it's made from the ko tree, which is almost extinct today.
Oh.
It was almost cut down to extinction. But look at the beautiful color of the wood.
Yeah, it's really pretty. How do they make it shiny?
Well, they became so sought after at the end of the 19th century that collectors started acquiring them as a sort of a status thing. And so they would put lacquer or French polish on them, and they become treasured heirlooms. So many Hawaiian families have these bowls. And actually, say you broke the bowl and you wouldn't discard it, right? Because it took so long to make it. So they would actually do native repairs. And you see this block of wood in here?
Yeah.
They've actually plugged that. And actually today, collectors put more value on a bowl that has many, many repairs.
Really? Mark, we see you have a lot of amazing Polynesian artifacts in your collection. Why is it important that we share and protect these artifacts for the Hawaiians and everyone around the world in future generations to come?
Because it's important because there was so much strife and upheaval in Polynesia when the missionaries arrived that many of the objects were lost, they were burned, they were told to be destroyed and whatever. So most of the early material was brought back by early explorers. And these cultures were so advanced. And it's very important that a collector like myself or other collectors and museums around the world acquire these things from these long lost cultures. They're not lost today, but the traditions are in many cases, and these are the only things that remain.
So we learn a lot about ourselves from what we had in the past.
Right. And my wife and I and my son just believe that we're temporary custodians of this, and we want to share with the entire world, which we do.
Yeah.
Wow, Katie, how incredible was that?
If you think that was cool, Drew, coming up next, we get to paint a mural with world-renowned artist Patrick Ching.
Can't wait.
Welcome back to Aqua Kids. Drew, we have a really cool segment coming up. It's not every day that you get to work on a mural with a world-famous painter.
Well, you'd better get out your paintbrushes. Looks like you have some work ahead of you.
I sure do.
We're here at Waimanalo on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, and we're going to get the chance to work with the famous Hawaiian artist, Patrick Ching.
Yeah, and we're actually gonna get a chance to paint an underwater mural right here for their community classroom.
It's a really unique experience to work with a person like this and to have it be at a place where so many people can enjoy it.
It is. So are you ready to get artsy?
Yeah, but first we should put on our t-shirts.
Oh, right.
All right, you guys, so we're gonna transform this white wall into a beautiful underwater paradise. I love a white canvas. It's like a world of possibility.
Hey, Patrick. So what is the first step to painting a mural?
First step is to get limber. We don't want nobody pulling a painting muscle here, okay? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, loosen up. Loosen those shoulders, okay. This side. Come on, everybody, this side. No, the other side. Oh, the other side. Okay, I'm gonna start with my aqua team. Who's my aqua team?
Right here.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna start in the middle here, work our way out. Okay, my friend. You see this line here? You don't go lower than that. You're gonna start right here. And just work your way all the way down, okay? You start from here and work your way that way, okay? We got my next green painters. Da-na-na.
Yep.
This is my favorite color. It's like 6 foot deep sand bottom lagoon green. It's a feel good color. Okay, where's my purple people? All right, you're whipping. Here you go. You can hold that and share it. And we're gonna start you in the middle and work your way out, okay? The very bottom is the most important part. Okay, purples? Yeah.
How do you come up with ideas for murals and paintings?
Well, I just surround myself with the things that I love, and it started when I was a little kid. You know, I like to make surf posters for my room, so that's how I learned how to paint.
Wow.
Okay, people, so put more paint than you think. We don't want any white specks showing.
So what are you doing now? Are you trying to visualize where the animals are all going to go on the mural?
Yeah, I got about at least 8 animals we're gonna put on there. I wanna arrange them in a pleasing composition. Yeah, so I'm gonna go draw these, outline them, and you guys can fill them in like a color book. And one of my favorites, the Hawaiian monk seal. Okay, now we got an octopus way in the corner here. Now, how many legs does an octopus have? 8. Okay, so we might not have to show all 8 legs. I mean, sometimes those legs go behind the head of the octopus. You never know. So you're gonna paint all of this and just try and get the lines, the outline kind of sharp like that. Yeah, you can do the outline and then paint all in the middle. This turtle, we're not gonna make it as intensely colored as most of the other animals. It's up there in the sunlight, you know? So I think this color would be just perfect for it. Yeah, just give it a nice outline of this color. Most animals, they're actually lighter underneath in color, yeah? You know how the sharks and the monk seals and the turtles, if you are underneath them looking up, they're lighter in color, yeah? Yeah, so we're gonna get that monk seal's belly to be cream colored or lighter. Man, this is gonna be fun. That turtle is beautiful. I think that turtle stays right there, just like that. Okay, so we'll be painting these little highlights where the sun hits the whale, and they're gonna be in like little crescent shapes like this.
So how do you know where to put the shadows and reflected light on the animals?
Well, when I'm out in nature, I'm paying such close attention to it. I'm observing it with the intent to paint it later on.
Right.
So I'm noticing all the colors and shadows, and I'm not just noticing it, I'm locking it to my memory and keeping it there till I'm ready to paint.
I am painting a white fish. I don't know what it's called, but it's white.
Okay, where's our faraway fish expert?
I'm right here.
Okay. I really like the way these fish kind of give a sense of direction in the painting, and I bet they'd look really nice kind of going through the background. So let's put some more of them back there and continue right above that octopus.
So right here?
Yeah. Okay. Yellow. What color you like? Pink. Okay. Now you gotta do your octopus too. Don't think you can just go home and not have to sign your name.
There we have it, the Aqua Kids mural.
That was pretty impressive, Katie. Da Vinci's got nothing on you guys.
It was a really great experience, and such an honor to work with Patrick Ching.
And the blackbirds are really special too.
Yeah, their efforts to preserve Hawaiian seabirds and Polynesian art are really admirable.
And remember, everyone can help do their part to keep this planet green and blue.
And so can you. So visit our website for cool eco tips.
And fun links to show you how we can keep the world and the water
a great place to play and explore.
And we'll see you next time
on Aqua Kids.